What is up, guys? You know what it is. This is Thursday's Thoughts with your boy. And it's been a good week. It's been a busy week. A lot of exciting things coming in the future. My girlfriend and I are taking a vacation, not next week, but the following week, starting the 19th. And we're going to a wedding in North Florida. My cousin's getting married, so we're super excited for that one. Kind of our first little vacation get together with our daughter involved, and she's turning a year old next month, which is super incredible, and I'm super excited about that. I can't believe how quickly that has gone, and kind of when we're on that theme, by the time this comes out, the next day will be my birthday. This Friday, I turned 29 years old, and I was laughing about that recently because I joke and make little jokes as I'm working around the house, like, oh man, I'm feeling so old, I'm getting so old. But in reality, I was talking with my girlfriend, and I was like, man, 29 years old, man. Up here, I really don't feel that old. I'm still excited about life. I'm still, I feel like there's a lot that I have to accomplish. So, still super young at heart. I know 29's not old, but much younger at heart. But, man, I have all sorts of stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about on this episode. So we'll just kind of let it direct us. But, recently, I've been, taking control of my mental health again, and, like I've said before in other episodes, things are good in my life. I have the things that I need for a fulfilling life, and, a lot of times that's when the OCD and the insecurities and the anxieties, they try to creep back into my brain because they feel like, there's no external factors that Brian's got to deal with, so we can give him something to preoccupy himself. But so I've recently, I've gone and started seeing a therapist about that, and I was thinking back and forth if I wanted to, mention that on the podcast, but why wouldn't I? It's not something you should be ashamed of. It's no different than going to the doctor and rehabbing your muscles. This is just rehabbing your brain, man, and having someone you can kind of let some of that stuff out to, and they can give you some real constructive feedback, and take it for what it is. And I wanted to kind of put that out there and say, let the audience know that, because a lot of times I promote it, and why not let I'm walking the walk too. So yesterday was my first session, and I really like the guy. I think it's gonna work out good for me. So that's been going on, and that kind of leads me to my next point, which is support groups. And you have to make sure that you guys are keeping support systems for life, man. It doesn't even have to be about your mental health and things like that. It's just for life, man. You have to have that support system around you that that you can celebrate the good stuff with, but that also lifts you up when you're down. And you have to remember to be gentle with your support group too, because a lot of the times, for me at least, the people in my support group, they can really take the blunt end of a lot of the anxieties and things that I'm dealing with. So we have to be cognizant of that, and remember to stay present, and remember that maybe our support system doesn't completely understand what's going on, so maybe we can take it easy a little bit on them. And that kind of was a thought that I had last Thursday. I try to jot down some ideas after I shoot the Thursday's thoughts, because my brain's kind of in that mode, and thinks of subjects in the future for future episodes. And I was thinking, I wrote down last Thursday's thoughts number 15. What are you gonna do? And that kind of meant to me like, what are you gonna do when things get rough? What are you gonna do when maybe things are good, but you're still struggling inside? What are you gonna do when you know your support system's there and you're just giving them hell every day, and you feel like you need to calm it down? What are you gonna do? Because it's super easy to live in this fallacy and kind of either neglect things or just give them a arbitrary kind of I guess definition in your head, like, oh, when these things happen, I'll be fine about it, but really, think about, what are you gonna do when things get rough, or when things are unsatisfying, because life is suffering, and a lot of the times for myself at least, I can get overwhelmed, and putting those things in place, my support system, remembering what I'm going to do when things get tough, and use those tools. Those can, make things a lot easier on yourself, a lot easier on your support system, and a lot easier road to recovery from whatever it is you're dealing with, even if it's just an anxiety attack and in a few minutes you're going to be better. That road to recovery will be easier traveled when you remember, what you're going to do when these things pop up. So, like I said, recently, I had been dealing with the OCD, the anxiety, and the intrusive thoughts, so I did the only thing I could do. I worked with my support group until it became too much for them to handle, and I went and saw a therapist. So, those are the steps that I've made, and, it's in those moments where you can see the work that you've done. It's in like small moments like that you see, wow, how far you've come when you're able to actually make those conscious decisions to, do the right things to help you. And I know I'm kind of rambling on this episode, but that's kind of what I wanted from this one. I just kind of wanted to let out some of our thoughts and things like that, and let us know that it doesn't always have to be, like I said before, so buttoned down. Just some of the thoughts that I've been moving through this week. Going on, like I was talking about, going on vacation soon, so I'm going to use a lot of that time to just regroup and recharge some of my energies and move forward, because man, I feel like the rest of this year has some really big things in play. I think if we keep moving along this path of self-acknowledgement and bettering ourselves, man, this coming years, there's no telling what can happen. So, I'm super excited. Gonna keep working on things, gonna keep bringing you guys these videos, and man, I see you guys are watching. I see the numbers on my videos grow and grow, and I want to say to you guys, thank you. I appreciate you logging on and just even viewing it for a few minutes. That really helps me and gets me excited. But I want to see if we can, of course, get some subscriptions, of course, hit the like button, but when am I going to get some comments, man? I wanna see what you guys are dealing with. And, man, it doesn't even have to be something you're dealing with, man. Just stopping in and saying, hey, but I know you guys are watching, so, get the courage and write a comment, and let's chat, and let's see if one of the episodes we can't incorporate some of the stuff that maybe can benefit you. So, like I said, hit the like button. That really helps. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment, because it's super, super exciting to me, and if I can interact with you guys on an even more personal level, that'll make it, so much more meaningful. So, I'll say it once, I said it, I'll say it again. hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and please leave me a comment so we can start interacting. But these Thursday thoughts have really been beneficial to me, and I'm super enjoying it. So I appreciate everything, you guys. We'll be back next week. Until then, peace.